What's up, guys? Zangoose95 here with another 3DS hacking tutorial. Now, I know I've been doing a lot of these recently, but I'm going to be teaching you how to use texture hacks in Pokemon Sun and Moon. Yeah, that's right, Pokemon Sun and Moon. Last time I did this, it was in Auras, but now there is a different method, and it's also actually slightly easier. So, yeah, what you're going to want to need, though, is you will need a CFW 3DS. That means custom firmware. That means you can't just use this by homebrew anymore, because you can't launch Sun and Moon with Hans, or Hans, however you say it. So you will need a custom firmware. Luma 3DS is what I'd recommend, because that's how I actually know how to do it on Luma, because that's what I use. So, yeah. So what you're going to want to do first is, in the link below, I will leave downloads, or a download to all of this stuff, or except this, because I can't leave a download for that. But you're going to want to have a Moon directory, whether you get this from Brain Dump, or Decrypt 9, from 3DS, CFW, I mean. I don't even know what else. Doesn't matter how you get this directory, as long as you get it. So, yeah, it's gonna have the EXEFS and ROMFS, and said EXEFS, you have these. Yeah, that's all you really need to know about it, though. But, you are going to need both the EXEFS and ROMFS. So, unlike last time you only needed ROMFS, this time you need EXEFS also. So, first thing we're gonna do is A094. Now, you can edit whatever you want, like, as long as you know where it is. Unfortunately, you'd have to do a lot of playing around with the files, because I cannot provide a list. I do not know where any of these are. I only know 094 is Wild Sprites. So, or not Wild Sprites, battle models and battle textures and stuff. So, yeah, there's the Garc file. Yeah. So what we're going to want to do is open the PK3DS. This is a different version of PK3DS. You can't use the old version, it won't work. Go to Tools, Miscellaneous Tools, Unpack plus BCLIM. Drag this in, but as you drag it in, hold Control and drag it into the top box. And see, it will take some time, but it should go a lot quicker because it's not decrypting these bin files. So I'll get to you once we're done with that. Okay, so once it's done, it'll give you a little pop-up message saying it's done. Also, by the way, if you still want to mod Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, I'm pretty sure both of these versions work with Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. Like PK3DS you can definitely use for Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, and Ohana 3DS I haven't actually tried, but I'm pretty sure you can. So yeah, but now that you've done that, you can minimize that. You could close it, honestly, but we're gonna use it later, so I'm not going to. So yeah, again, unfortunately I cannot provide a list. Last time I was able to provide a list of sprites that went up to like 5th gen of all these file numbers. So all I know is Tapu Koko's, which is 10244, and then yeah, so once you've got that, you don't even need to know the file name yet. Just open Ohana 3DS. You want to open Ohana rebirth.exe, and you don't want to delete any of these other files, because that'll probably break something. So yeah, you want to drag this bin file or whatever. You could just, what I just did, I found a bunch of these bin files, or I just took a bunch of these bin files and played around until I could find Tapu Koko's. But unfortunately we can't edit them when they're compressed, because we didn't decompress them yet, since it would have taken forever to decompress them while we decompressed the Gark. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back to PK3DS. We're going to 100244, just so I have it. There you go. Go to tools, Misc tools, decompress LZ11, and then select your bin file, and then click open. Detected compressed file. Do what? Yes, decompress. No, compress. Cancel, abort. So click yes to decompress it, and file has been decompressed. So I'm going to reload this, and there you go. You get the decrypted version. Now you're going to want to delete this one, and then see, this is where it's easier, because with Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, if it was compressed, you couldn't view it in Ohana 3DS. But in this, you can. So, again, oh, okay, you there, okay. Again, more confirmation, this is the decrypted version, it's still Tapu Koko. But now, if we go to Tools, oh no, first, go to Export, and then you can choose the file path of where you want to save all of these files. Click export all textures also if that's not checked. So I'm just gonna save. I made a little thing there for the textures. Now you can edit these textures to however you want. They're saved as PNG, so you could just open them in like Photoshop or something and resave them as PNG. And yeah, so I'll be back once I've edited these photos. So as you can see, I've edited the textures. I made them this pretty nice looking blue. So then what you want to do to import them is go to Tools, BCH Texture Replacer. You can either click File and then press Open, or you can click O, and then it should, or you want to, actually, I'm stupid, because I did a test run of it, so that's why it has the same directory. You want to go here and go to your 094, and then type in the file you want. So it should say no items match your search. That is normal. You want to click on all instead of all supported files, because even though the bin file is supported, it's not like the extension isn't. So the .bin isn't recognized, but the files itself are. So I don't know if I made that more confusing or not as confusing. But you want to click replace all or replace if you just want to do one texture. But then you can go to your textures and then click OK. And as you can see, that's blue, and that's all I changed. So that's good. So then you can click S to save, or you can click File, Save, and now you can exit out of that. And now, if you want proof that this works, drag it into Ohana 3DS, textures, look at that, they are blue. So then, what you want to do is you want to re-encrypt this. So you're going to go to Tools, Miscellaneous Tools, and then Decompress or Compressed, in this case, LZ11. And then open that file, and then says Detected Decompressed File, do what? You want to click No, because that'll compress it. And then this one will take a bit longer. Keep in mind that I also have a pretty fast hard drive, so yeah. And I've got this decrypted, well, not decrypted, I keep saying decrypted, decompressed 1044.lz. Now it's actually not decompressed. So what you want to do is you can just rename it and get rid of that decompressed prefix. And that's only there to show you that it's decompressed, but in this case it's not. So then you want to rename. Oh, I'm stupid. Okay. Oh, now I have to re-click it. I'm lazy. You want to rename that .lz to .bin, and then click yes. This works. Trust me. You can delete this, and then reload just to make sure it's deleted. Okay, it's deleted. Now you can repack the bin. So you go back here, 4_G. I'm not sure why _G, but okay. Go Misc tools. You want to go to unpack plus BCLIM, and then drag it into the middle box this time. Format selection, yes, sun and moon, no X and Y. You want to click yes, and look how quickly that is. I didn't even have to cut. I did not even have to cut that. Again, keep in mind I have a fast hard drive, but it will probably be a lot faster than what it took to decompress. Or at least that was the case with me. So you can keep that 4 actually, because your method of getting this onto your 3DS and loading it does not require you to rebuild the entire ROM-FS. So there's this cool thing called Salty SD, and no, there was no one that got salty in the making of this. Oops. Yeah, that's because you might want to close out of the folder first, otherwise you're going to get errors about it, because it deletes the folder after. So you're going to want to go back to the folder. See, there's this code Salty SD and the Lunar IPS. You want to run the Lunar IPS, click apply IPS patch, then this code Salty SD.ips, open, and now you're gonna go to your directory. You're going to go to exefs, and you're gonna click all files there, and then select the code.bin. File was successfully patched. There you go. You have got a Salty SD working, or a Salty SD patch for Sun and Moon working. So let me just make sure that works. Yep, okay. So then what you want to do is you can take your SD card out of your computer, or not your computer, sorry, your 3DS. Now, unfortunately, new 3DSs have a screw, so I have to play around with it with my fingers for a few seconds. But on old 3DS and 2DS, it's pretty easy to take out your SD card and then put it into your computer, like so. And then, now you may not have all these files. You'll probably have a lot because you need a CFW for this, or custom firmware, but you probably won't have a Salty SD. If you do, that's fine. You just want to go in that folder, make a folder called Sun Moon, and yes, this is case sensitive, so you want to make sure there are no uppercases in Salty SD, and the S and the M are capital in Sun Moon. So then you want to make a new folder in here, call it A, and then make another new folder, call it 0. And I mean, you probably can understand where this is going, because you're replicating the ROM-FS file path, which is A094, in the Sun Moon thing. So once you've done that, go to the location of your GARC, which I X'd out of it, I think. Yeah. Okay, so I'm just gonna go File Explorer and go back to it real quick. So then you've got in here. Nope, not in there. What am I doing? Oh, it's already in the custom texture. Oh, I'm stupid. Okay. ROM-FS A094, and you're gonna want to grab that GARC file that you just made and drag it in here. Now this is going to take around a minute and a half I'd say. Because this is what a lot of the game storage is. So you're not building the entire ROM FS, but you're building a big part of it, like maybe about a third or so. Maybe not a third, maybe a bit more than a third. I don't know. It's like a gigabyte though, so yeah. But yeah, this is gonna take a while, so I'm gonna pause until it finishes. Okay, now that it's in here, you just want to click rename, and oops, I was clicking backslash instead of delete. Just get rid of all of that and make sure it's only named 4. And no, it will not break anything if you name it anything else. No, I mean, it will not break anything by getting rid of the .garc extension. But you want it to be named 4, so the game knows that it's looking for 094, or it's replacing everything in 094 with everything in this instead of 095, because that would be bad. I don't even know what 095 is. It could be like, I don't even know, like PC sprites or something, and that would probably break the game when you try to load in PC. I don't know. That's probably not what it is. Don't take me for that. That was just an example, or don't quote me on that. I mean, so yeah, once you've done that, you want to go to Luma file, which you have, or you probably have if you've set up Luma 3DS. If not, just create one, Luma. Make a folder called code_sections, and you got either this number, which is Pokemon Moon, or this number, which is Pokemon Sun. So, yeah, you're going to want to go to your exefs, drag in code.bin. Now, you're not going to have these two files. This is because I installed a no lines thing before. That was the no lines patch that I was using in one of my stream episodes, and it installed it for Sun also. So yeah, that's how I figured out which one's which. But you're going to want to copy and paste the one from your version. I'll leave it in the description. In my case, I'm doing Pokemon Moon, so it's this. Click yes. Oh, and then I'm just gonna delete this. Oh no, I probably shouldn't have done that. Oops. Yeah, I actually needed that. Whoopsies. Actually, no, I have another one. I have a backup of that. Okay, so, once you've got this file in, you can eject your SD card. Save to remove hardware. There you go. You can close out of PK3DS and head over to your 3DS. Okay, so once you're on your 3DS, don't turn it on yet. You just want to open it up or something. I don't know. Don't turn it on yet. When you turn it on, hold the select button, and this is if you're on Luma 3DS. I don't know what you would do if you're on anything else. But you want to enable region/language mu.and ext.code. So then what you want to do is click start to save, and also to turn that on you can just click A and you'll see a little X mark in those parentheses. But once you've got that done, it's as simple as running the game. I honestly can't forget if I have my personal save of Pokemon Moon or my YouTube save on right now, but either one I have Tapu Koko, so it doesn't matter. This is not my YouTube save. Okay, and that's an Articuno because I was testing something Articuno texture before, which isn't there anymore, but there is Tapu Koko. Tapu Koko is blue. Also, if you want to see, I just make sure this is not texture Articuno. I just needed to test something. Okay, so then I'm gonna go to my Pokedex to give you guys a better view to make sure that. Oh no, I should have gone to melee. to make sure that this is indeed a thing. If you did not see it before. Yep, he's blue. I made him blue. Oh no, what have I done? Okay. No. Oops. Okay, there you go. Now I can zoom in and stuff. So this is Tapu Koko. It's proof that it works. So, yeah, if you guys enjoyed, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and rating on the video. Also, if you enjoyed, please share the video because it helps my channel grow a lot, and I'd really appreciate it if you did. If you want to be notified whenever I upload a video, or if you want to support my channel, subscribe! Bye, guys, yeah.